Alright, the weather cleared up. Sheri's gone to her little YungBlud show. And Luke and I have come down to this part, which we somehow missed on the map for the last 3 days, so I'm glad we've seen it now.
Didn't realise it was so close to where we're
staying.
staying.
It's rather close to where we're staying. And it's seemingly cathedral, royal palace. A hill behind it has a little fort.
Cool statue here, he's sold out.
Really cool statue. And I can give you a quick rundown on some of the history of the city and the country. We've got the early history and foundation. The area around Vilnius has been inhabited since the Mesolithic period. From the 5th and 6th centuries, the first settlements are established in the area that would become Vilnius. During the medieval period, Vilnius is the first mentioned in written sources in a letter by Grand Duke Gediminas, who invites Europeans to settle in the city and establishes it as the capital of the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. 1387, Lithuania officially adopts Christianity under the Grand Duke Jogaila, and Vilnius receives Magdeburg city rights, allowing for self-governance and the development of municipal institutions. The Union of Vilnius in 1401 and Radom strengthens the political alliance between the Kingdom of Poland and the Grand Duchy of Lithuania. During the Renaissance and the early modern period, 1503 to 1522, Vilnius is fortified with a city wall and gates to defend against Tatar invasions. 1544, the Vilnius University is founded by the Grand Duke Sigismund II Augustus, becoming a significant center of education and culture in Eastern Europe. 1579, Vilnius University receives official status as a university from Pope Gregory the 13th. 1579 to 1795, the city flourishes as a major political, cultural, and economic center of Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth. Cool clock tower there. During World War I and the interwar period, 1915-1918, Vilnius is occupied by German forces during World War I. Following the end of World War I, Lithuania declares independence, with Vilnius as its capital. 1920, Polish forces capture Vilnius during the Polish-Soviet War, leading to the contested claims between Poland and Lithuania. 1922 to 1939, Vilnius is part of Poland as the capital of the Wilno Voivodeship. World War II and Soviet occupation. In 1939, Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union invade Poland, leading to Soviet control over Vilnius, which is briefly handed over to Lithuania. In 1940, the Soviet Union annexes Lithuania, including Vilnius, during the first Soviet occupation. 1941 to 1942, Nazi Germans occupy Vilnius during Operation Barbarossa. The Jewish population of Vilnius, once a vibrant cultural community, is decimated during the Holocaust. 1944, the Soviet Union reoccupies Vilnius, beginning a long period of Soviet rule. Post-war period and Soviet era. 1944 to 1990, Vilnius is the capital of Lithuania's SSR, undergoing significant industrialization and Sovietization. 1988 to 1990, the Lithuanian independence movement gains momentum, with mass rallies and protests in Vilnius calling for independence. Independence in the modern era. 1990, on March 11th, Lithuania declares independence from the Soviet Union, and with Vilnius as the capital of the newly independent Republic of Lithuania. 1991, the Soviet Union attempts to suppress the independence movement, leading to January events where Soviet troops kill 14 civilians at the Vilnius TV tower. Lithuania's independence is eventually recognized by the international community. 2004, Lithuania joins the European Union and NATO, integrating Vilnius into the broader European and transatlantic structures. 2009, Vilnius is designated a European Capital of Culture, celebrating its rich cultural heritage and vibrant art scene. 2013, Vilnius hosts the Eastern Partnership Summit, reinforcing its role in European diplomacy.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool shit. Look at these guys.
Probably where the footprint of the old
Fort walls. Ah, these ones. Right, yeah, true.
And this is probably a gate.
Yeah.
And then you can see over there there's a circular thing there with probably another tower.
Or a bastion bit, yeah. These guys are cool.
Yeah. Such large columns.
Show them there on a photo, this guy with the Bible.
It's kind of hard to demonstrate on here, but they're quite imposing columns. A lot of very interesting sculptures up through here. A lot of detailing. A lot of different scenes that are depicted all around the building.
The top as well, yeah.
Even on the outside, there's scenes all depicted all the way along it.
And they've all got an animal.
Yes.
Big eagle.
True. The lion.
Lion and an angel.
Aha. An animal over here. No animal. Just a
So-
6 sword. Cool.
So this is the cathedral square, right? We're guessing.
Mm-hmm.
In Lithuanian, it's Katedros Aikštė, the main square of Vilnius, where the Cathedral Basilica of St. Stanislav and St. Ladislaus stands, is a symbol of Lithuania's spiritual and political life. There's Belfry and Gediminas Tower, which I'm guessing is this one here. The cathedral's catacombs holds the remains of notable figures, including the Lithuanian Grand Dukes and the heart of King Vladislav IV Vasa.
Cool.
Vasa? I don't know what the Vasa means.
Water?
Vasa. V-A-S-A.
Okay.
So Gediminas Tower is a remaining part of the upper castle. Gediminas Tower offers panoramic views of Vilnius and is a powerful symbol of the city. The tower, the view from the top and the surrounding area are astounding. According to legend, the city was founded after Grand Duke Gediminas dreamt of an iron wolf howling on his hill. Random.
You can see cathedral over there as well.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, maybe that's the hill behind the one
Yeah,
that's over
yeah.
there.
Well, I guess we can walk around there to see.
Let's walk here, because I'm guessing that's the presidential palace, which was the first bigger building when I pointed out the hill on the other side of the cathedral here. Is the official residence of the President of Lithuania. This building has a rich history dating back to the 14th century. A grand exterior, grand courtyard, and flag-raising ceremony happening there at that palace. The
Okay.
palace has hosted various dignitaries, including Napoleon Bonaparte during his 1812 campaign. Okay. So
Wow.
earlier, yeah, there we go.
That's cool.
So earlier when we were walking around that kind of like seemingly old area, older, I was just calling it the old town, but then like this has all been here since the start as well, so I'm not really sure what's considered the old town or the new town. But there was the cat, and the cat's name Eusebus, and then we saw the Eusebus hand thing when we were standing by the Constitution, and that's actually known as the Republic of Eusebus. Yes, this Bohemian district declared its independence in 1997 and has its own president, constitution, and national anthem. Yeah. So I got that bit wrong because I thought that was a Lithuanian constitution when it's not. Here's the Lithuanian National Museum. Cool old building. And we've got scooter boys climbing the statues. Who's this guy? Could be Stanislaus. What does it say? Lithuanian Karolaus. Eh? Yeah. Where? Mindaugas? Mindova? D? What's his name?
King Mindaugas.
Mindaugas. Okay. That is what's written on the bottom bit.
Pronunciation.
Yeah, it looks it.
Yeah.
Mindaugas. Mad dog. Mad Mindaugas.
Mad Mindaugas. I like how he's melted into his chair.
Yeah. Pretty
Really
cool.
is a couch potato.
And a lovely little park. Hey? And just so, like, we just walked from over that way. Oh, knock out the cyclists. Yeah, that way's the cathedral, and then you've got the museum here, up the hills, the fort. And you got a nice little river here with people paddle boating. Cool modern bridge over there. Some brutalism just over there. Look at this cool city. Museum of Energectos Technicos. And they're seemingly doing a fair bit of development. Like this down here is all getting shifted and whatnot. What a pretty river, huh? What's the name of this river? It's not the same one.
This one.
Because we had the one in.
I think it's the small one that we were right across the other day.
Yeah, but what's the name of it? It's not the same one that's in
The Neris River.
Vilnius?
Just Neris.
Neris.
The one in Poland that we were near is the Vistula.
Yeah, so it was, and then what was the one in
Danube.
Danube? So like the big one that we were with, Budapest, Vienna, Bratislava, was the Danube. Then we had the Vistula in most of Poland that we visited. You didn't see all of. And then Neris.
The Neris.
Neris River. I wonder if this will flow towards Riga. We'll find out. Probably not.
I think we can get up there from there.
Okay.
We can walk up there.
So, turns out you can actually just walk in and climb up to the top of the fort. So, there is a funicular thing that goes straight up, but it's seemingly closed for the day. Excuse me, huffing and puffing. And we've made it to the top. Quite beautiful. And, oh, here's another little fun fact. It's currently 8 p.m, so, okay, you know, even at home, sometimes the sun's only setting at 8 p.m, but look where the sun is. Pretty high up. It's been getting dark at like 10. I think sunset is at 10 p.m. And the further into June and closer into July that we get, or they get, it'd get later and later and later. And so we're so high on the planet that the days are really long. Anyway, the sun rises at 3 in the morning. We're on the bus coming here from Warsaw. And yeah, 3 a.m. the sun was rising. Now, that sounds all well and good, but that also means in wintertime, like I said earlier while we were in the cemetery, wintertime, it's going to be dark for most of the day. I don't know if it's exactly the same, but if it's 10 p.m. sunset, 3 a.m. sunrise right now. Pretty sure that means that in the winter time, it's 10 a.m. sunrise, 3 p.m. sunset. Woof. You're nuts. What a sick city. Hey?
Pretty cool.
I like it. And there's the TV tower way off in the distance there.
You actually see a more Orthodox church over
Yeah. Well, the big one that was like near us
there. Yeah.
by the river there, that was an Orthodox church. And here's the fort. Maybe this is Gediminas Tower.
This is Gediminas Tower.
This is Gediminas? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, mate, what's that say on the plaque? Gedimino, yeah, it's this one. So I said that the one down there was Gediminas Tower. This is Gediminas Tower. And I believe this is where the folklore story comes from about the wolf on the hill. Youngsters hanging out. Just here you can see this is the palace that we spoke about, and just on the edge of it, facing that way a bit, is the cathedral we're standing in front of, and then there's the tower.
That's
So-
the forest that we were in earlier, right? The,
Ish.
over the hill.
Where are we? Okay, so that's the church that
Yeah.
that's
and
the
that river goes up through there.
Greek Orthodox Church, and so yeah, there's a little smaller river that comes onto this big one that we showed you just now. That was the one where we crossed the bridge earlier, and just on the other side of there. So yeah, we were kind of up through there on that side.
Yeah. It was on a hill too, so I can only assume it was somewhere there.
Yeah. So we're facing sort of southwest-ish.
Yeah.
Southeast. That way. It's probably south, right?
That's north. Remember, because Riga's up that way, so that's west. Northeast.
Well, no, that's northeast.
Northeast.
Yeah.
West.
Northwest, sorry, yes. Because the sun's setting over there. So that's about north, that's about south. So you definitely can't see it up there. But up on the tower there's the flag. I'll put a flag on the screen. Kind of looks like the African ones, doesn't it?
It does.
Or like a
Similar
couple
colour scheme.
couple of the African ones. I think it's like, yeah, I don't know. There's lots of just bold striped flags in the whole world, especially in Europe, but they just, I don't know, they're a different shade than you'd expect. But yellow signifies the sun
Goodness.
and goodness. Green signifies the nature, which is quite apparent in the city. And red signifies the land and the blood spilled protecting Lithuania. Pretty cool.